What's up, everybody? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, depending on what time you're watching this. But it is a good afternoon over this side. You can tell it is a bright afternoon, and I'm loving it. I'm loving everything about it. So, in today's video was inspired by one of you guys. That's why I tell you guys to follow me on IG. This is my IG handle. Please follow me on IG because that is where it goes down in the DM, as I said. So today's video is from my GM to my GM. Jeez, it's from my IG account. So somebody asked me, "Can you tell us about your first time?" And I'm like, "Who? What do you mean first time? What do you mean my first time? There's first time meeting a friend, sometimes first time on my periods, but he wanted the first time with my boyfriend." And I'm like, "Who? What do you mean?" But anyway, I go get it for you. What you want, I go get it for you, and I got it for you today. So I'm gonna be talking of my first time with my first time boyfriend, but this is gonna be like a story time. But it's not gonna be a story time. Because it is life that happened. I know some of you are happening. Some of you, their life is happening the same or happened the same, because the first time I had my first boyfriend, I was in class 6. Mhm. Not standard. Was I in standard 6 or the class 6? I was in class. The class is the building, the class. But I was in standard 6. That's right. I guess that is it. So I was in class 6. But that time, you the time adolescence in Anza, that is the time you start noticing, wow, so this is a boy and I am a girl. That is the time, your senses are just up here. That's when you start seeing things in a different way, or seeing life as it should. So, but mimi sikujuanga. Like I think we all didn't know that we are becoming boyfriends and girlfriends. But you can tell, guys, I know most of you can relate to this. You can tell the feeling is always nice. But imagine, guys, so let me tell you how it happened. So I don't even know how it happened or how it started. The only thing I remember is I had a boyfriend, and the boy was so nice. He was so good. Like, what? I was in a day school, and so it was such a nice one. It was such a nice one, guys. Like, I remember when we used to learn that reproductive system stories. How you remember the classics things you learn in classics when where the adolescence starts. Is it class 6 or class 5? But I was in class 6. So this boyfriend of mine, you see, there is the time kulikuwa na hii big G inaitwa high school ya blue. I don't know whether it still exists, na Mr. Berry. Can you remember, guys? That is the time I had a boyfriend. And let me tell you, guys, I used to have them. I used to have a lot of high schools, Mr. Berry, and ice cream, because our school was just next to a place where ice cream was being sold. So you can imagine this boy I didn't even know like where he got money to buy me all those things, because tulikuwa like a group. You see when you have a group, a group of girls, a group of boys, mnajitenga from the rest just because you're making yourself like a special group. That is how we were in school, and even in high school. But for high school, it's a story for another day, not today. So, and imagine, it got to a point, because I remember when we used to do the exams, we used to write the initials and compositions. We used to use the pencils. So I could have like 10 new pencils. Nani hii ya 40 bob ilikuwa inaitwa HB. You can imagine, I could not suffer. I could not suffer. Alafu tulikuwa tunapika shule. So you can imagine, lunchtime tulikuwa tunaenda pamoja. You could see me on his desk or him on my desk. And I used to my desk mates. Yeah, my desk mate also used to be a boy. Like Mimi, since class 1, class 8, I used to have my desk mate used to be a boy. But not him, not the boyfriend now. The boy the one who was used to be my desk mate was just there. But there was now this the boyfriend, and he was so cute. So you can imagine, break time used to be cooked uji. So you can imagine we used to, hang out together. Now it got to a point walimu wakajua kwa ground vitu zina happen. So vitu happened, theirs, they always, the teachers are always in their staff room, they don't know what is happening, but we didn't know how they got to know it. Wakajiwanga kwa ground vitu zina happen. So guess what guys, so tukaitwa aki tulichapwa guy. Hey. Like imagine we even tulikuwa tunauliza what do you guys do, like they thought, and imagine it was just the relationship, the boyfriend girlfriend relationship was just in the school compound. Hatukuwa na masimu, you cannot use your parents simu because ilikuwa tu kwa shule mkiachana, like we used to go even on Saturdays, like it's only on Sunday we could not meet. So ukitoka shule huko unakumbuka, but on Monday you hear with him again and you start all over again on Saturday, then it ends. But anyhow, but it was a nice feeling having a boyfriend in primary, and at class 6 I think that's all. There was not much, because even after primary school, even after high school, I've never found this guy. I think I'm gonna look for him one day, and we're gonna have to talk about this, or just remind ourselves on how we used to do it or how we used to live, because it was such a nice feeling. Hey, like right now I look at it and I'm like, wow, you mean at class 6? And by the imagine nilipita, I passed the exam. But I think it's because unajua sasa tukakanywa ya mambo, but now in class 7, class 8, that's when now you see the reality or the real life now happening. So in class 8 we were so cool, we stopped those things until now. Life happened that way, mtu akaendanga zake, and till today we've never met. I just hope we're gonna meet one day and we just remember or remind ourselves things we used to do, how we used it was the best feeling. In school it was the best feeling. I loved it. But anyhow, it was not the right thing at the right time. It could have been the right thing, but at the wrong time or at the wrong place. But anywho, that was it. My first time boyfriend. My second boyfriend was in high school, and that one is a story for another day, because that one is a hot one. That one is a hot tea. I hope I'm gonna tell you one day about it. So if you wanna tell me about it, comment down below. Let me know if you want me to tell you how it happened in high school, because that one is a hot soup. It is a hot soup, guys. I'm gonna give it to you. So that was it. My first time boyfriend in primary. At least I've answered what you asked for. Let me know what else you want to know. So see you in my next video. Subscribe to this channel. Subscribe.